is good for Cam Jones. Iguodala, great look to Stevie Mitchell.
Hey, look at this fight. Just love watching that kid play.
Dean Lowry. Trey Norman, the Boston native. Shake, spin, step back. Boom. David Joplin.
We're warriors, like Coach always says. We're gladiators, and we're going to fight no matter what.
Welcome to the postseason edition of Inside Marquette Basketball with the head coach Shaka Smart. And Shaka just came off second year in a row playing for the Big East title. Unfortunately, fell short to UConn. Your thoughts in Madison Square Garden?
Well, my voice is still recovering, so sorry for that.
No problem.
I thought the guys really battled for 3 days. You know, when you have the 1 seed like we did last year, it's actually a huge advantage because you play the first day on Thursday. And so you have actually an extra half a day of rest if you make it to Saturday compared to the team that comes out of the bottom half of the bracket. That was us playing the late game Thursday, Friday, and then playing in the championship on Saturday. Thought our guys really fought. You know, we break the game down by rounds. And if you look at the game through about 3 quarters, you know, about 28, 30 minutes, it's right there. It's anybody's game. It's back and forth. But they definitely were the better team down the stretch. Some fatigue bothered us, some bumps and bruises bothered us. So it's good to be back and have a chance to the guys get some recovery.
All right, let's see the 2 seed in Indianapolis on Friday, and it is Marquette. Coach Shaka Smart and company awaiting the return of Tyler Kolek to good health.
Good to see Marquette still keep that 2 seed. They made a good run in the
They did. That's right, Jay. They sure did.
Tyler Kolek. Now they get him back. They deserve a 2 seed.
And who will they face in Indy? The 15 seed Western Kentucky.
How do you feel your guys are right now heading into this next crucial stretch of the season?
Our guys are excited. If you're not excited being a 2 seed going to the NCAA tournament, then there's something wrong with you. You know, we're really excited about the opportunity. Love the fact that we get to go to Indy, which was the closest spot. You know, so for our fans, you know, hopefully we'll have a great Marquette following there. And this week's all about moving closer to 100% full health for all of us, even my voice. And then being the best us when that ball goes up in the air.
And I don't want to belabor the point, Shaka, but at this point, you guys are a little bit banged up. And I think it's refreshing and honest that you're saying that and you're admitting that. So Tyler Kolek, Stevie Mitchell, obviously with the shoulder. Where is the status of your team and what is the health of your team?
Well, you know, we feel like by Friday, knock on wood, you know, all of our guys, obviously other than Sean, who's out for the year, will be available. That being said, there's still a progression that Tyler has to go through. Today's Monday. We don't have practice today. We have practice tomorrow. He'll be able to continue to progress. Mm-hmm. He said it's go time. So that's where his mind is at. You mentioned Stevie, he's an absolute warrior. When you play as hard as he does, you're gonna have a lot of bumps and bruises. So he's got a wrist, a shoulder. You know, he's like a bowling ball out there. You know, he runs into people, people run into him, but he's tough. And if I know Stevie, he's gonna do everything he can to be out there, and you'd have to cut his arm or leg off not to play.
You got to love the fight out of your team, though. Villanova, Providence, UConn, that really got you guys prepared for the NCAA run, correct?
Absolutely. Well, you know, the Villanova game, I was so proud of our guys because we really had to win the game twice. You know, everybody felt like Cam's basket was good, and then it takes so long for these reviews. You know, 3 minutes feels like 30 minutes. And the guys' attitude and approach going into the extra 5 minutes was phenomenal. And so that was awesome. And then the Providence game, this has happened a few times this season. We got up 17, and they clearly made a decision. We're just gonna play rugby. I mean, we're gonna play physical, we're gonna beat you up. We're gonna hold you, we're gonna grab you, we're gonna claw you. I'm proud of our guys for hanging in there through that.
That's interesting. Does that get you ready for the NCAA tournament? You know, because obviously there's going to be different styles, there's going to be different calls of games, not that. Yeah. And I thought it was very admirable after the game, Shaka, that you said, hey, officials, sometimes they're going to call screens, but there's moving screens on every play, or ticky-tack fouls, or they're going to let it play, or whatever. You kind of got to get used to that, correct, this time of the year?
Absolutely. And as you mentioned, when you go to the NCAA tournament, it could be called differently. It could be called tighter. Most of the time it is called tighter than the Big East. Now, our Michigan State game last year, I think, was an exception to that. We've played 34 games, 34 extremely valuable chips in our pocket, including the losses. You know, the games we lost are almost more valuable because if you want to go win a hard game, sometimes the most important lesson is how you lose a hard game. So that you can not do that.
How about the respect of getting a 2 seed and just what you've built here the last couple of years that people know Marquette basketball is going to bring it come the postseason?
Well, you know, it's important because you use the word respect. It is that there's a lot of teams in the Big East that are not in the big dance, that are good teams, and that if you line their team up next to our team, they don't look any different. Their talent's not any different. They're maybe even bigger. In some ways, they may be older. But you know what our guys have is a genuine love, care, and trust for one another. I don't know how to quantify that in wins and losses or in points during a game, but it sure is valuable.
Shaka, 2 times now you've mentioned the Big East and the NCAA tournament. Are you a little upset by that whole thing and the way it broke out?
Well, I'm not upset because I try not to get upset about things outside of my control because our conference, clearly one of the top 3 conferences in the country, and the numbers bear that out. But I'm not dwelling on that. You know, we got too great of an opportunity here at Marquette. I'm the basketball coach at Marquette. And, man, I'm just grateful for our guys putting us in this position and looking forward to our opportunity to make the most of it.
Shaka Smart's interview is presented by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, the official banking partner of Marquette University.
Golden Eagles fans, open a Marquette checking account with Wintrust Wisconsin's bank today and score golden perks like a $50 opening bonus, free ATMs nationwide, and your very own exclusive MU Golden Eagles debit card. Rep the blue and gold at home or on the road. And don't miss this golden opportunity to let everyone know. Scan now to open your account today. Wintrust Wisconsin's bank, proud to be the official bank of Marquette University.
After a serious injury, you'll need an experienced team on your side. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of Marquette Athletics. One call, that's all.
We live for the moments that move us. The big ones, the small ones, the ones that light up our hearts. At Aurora Healthcare, our heart and vascular team is trusted to make more moments possible. With breakthrough treatments only found here and the region's top-ranked heart program, we're the first choice of referring physicians and patients. Enjoy more moments that move you with Wisconsin's #1 heart care.
Another exciting Selection Sunday. Can't believe it's 3 years. You know, we've been here celebrating going to the tournament. But obviously for us, we're grateful to be in the tournament. We're excited to be in the tournament. We're not satisfied just to be in it. Looking forward to heading down to Indy this week.
I was sitting next to Zayd, who's obviously, y'all know, was a freshman, and he was so excited and so eager to see who we was playing and, you know, all the lights and everything. And he was just, I was happy to see him, you know, experience the whole thing. I was kind of cool about it. That's the 3rd time around. And so, yeah, I was happy to see the younger guys to get to experience it.
I'm just motivated, man. You know, it's a blessing to be here. It's a great opportunity, but it's the 3rd time, and the past 2 years ain't went nowhere near how we wanted to go.
We'll definitely dive into Western Kentucky, get to know everything they do offensively, defensively, their personnel. But more importantly, it's helping our guys move forward from the last 3 games, the last 3 days. you know, and moving towards being the best us on Friday.
I know their leading scorer, though. He's from Milwaukee. Really good scorer, very talented, Don McHenry. So I'm excited to see him. I've never played him before. I've always played him just, you know, pick-up games around town. So this is my first time actually playing against him. So it's going to be super exciting.
I actually know Coach Lutz pretty well from Western Kentucky. He does a heck of a job. We were assistants at the same time for a while, and then he was terrific with Matt Painter at Purdue. So we'll dive in and get to know their team, but you know, more importantly, it's about being the best us, and that's what we work toward all year.
You know, tournament play, win or go home, is always super intense. I think the biggest thing that I learned is just this is the time to take advantage of everything: sleep, nutrition. Seeing Kenny and our bodies right, just try to take advantage of everything we can so that we can go out there and compete as hard as we can.
I will say this, we got back late last night. It always takes a while traveling back from New York. I walked back in the office to grab some different things, and Tyler walked in. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, I'm gonna go do some ball handling. So, I mean, he has a level of excitement and passion because he feels like he's gonna play. So now we just gotta check the boxes we need to check so that he can. I thought our guys did a really good job doing their best to play Marquette basketball without Tyler. And the fact is, he's been such a big part of Marquette basketball, culturally, defensively, and probably most importantly, offensively.
We still can probably beat whoever in the country, I think. And I think that's a testament to our team. I think we're warriors, like Coach always says. We're gladiators, and we're going to fight no matter what. So without them, we've played some really good teams and have some really good chances to win those games. And we have beaten some really good teams and won those games. So obviously, we can't wait to have them back. I was talking to him the other day, like, man, I can't wait to have you back. I miss you out there. But until then, we're gonna hold it down for him.
Ever since he got here, so when you take a piece like that out of the equation, there's some challenges. I thought of the 6 games, we played the majority of the minutes pretty darn well on the offensive end, all things considered. And I thought Cam did a heck of a job filling in as the primary ball handler. Thought it was valuable experience for him, and he'll be better off for it now with Tyler coming back, and also long term.
I guess it was kind of a good reminder, you know, I can do that. Growing up, I mean, I've had to play point guard, so I knew I've always known that was something I could do, but when you got Tyler Kolek, you don't really have to. So, I mean, like I said, it was a pretty good reminder. I mean, it's just a great learning experience with the team. You know, you get to learn your teammates, you know, that much better on the court. So it was a great learning experience that I'm definitely going to use that. Yeah, I don't think, you know, anything will be lost. I'm pick back up where we left off.
But Stevie, Jop, O, Chase, Ben, and our 2 freshmen, they stepped forward. They did a little bit more. Thought O was more assertive with Tyler being out.
I think it's just, you know, kind of just what we've been learning from ourselves over the season, what they've been teaching us, that we all have more, no matter what happens. No one's body is feeling great right now. Something is hurting, but we can push past that. We got more. We can do recovery, do the best we can to get to the game, and then when we get there, there's always more in us that we can bring out.
Staying focused on ourselves. Like you said, we're going to look into Western Kentucky when it's time to do that, but these next few days, just be very external with each other, internal with ourselves personally when we're alone, and just making sure that we are bringing the best us individually, and that will make us be the best us as a team. I mean, I feel like with us, if that Michigan State game last year wasn't enough, I don't know if it's for you.
Oh, come on, Marquette Nation. We love y'all. I thought our fans were awesome in New York, and man, can't wait to see as many of you as possible in Indy.
It's always great. That's the goal, is to have as many Marquette people in there as possible. So I'm excited for that, and you know, the opportunity and chance to get all of our people over there so they can cheer us on.
We don't take for granted the fact that we're a 2 seed, and that gave us the opportunity to be as close as possible. You know, I told our guys 18% of Division I players get to play in the NCAA tournament every year. So we're grateful to even be in the tournament, but to earn this good of a seed, it's great for our team, it's great for our fans, and now we want to make the most of it.
Inside Marquette Basketball is brought to you by Aurora Healthcare, helping you to live fully.
We live for the moments that move us. The big ones, the small ones, the ones that light up our hearts. At Aurora Healthcare, our heart and vascular team is trusted to make more moments possible. With breakthrough treatments only found here and the region's top-ranked heart program, we're the first choice of referring physicians and patients. Enjoy more moments that move you with Wisconsin's #1 heart care.
There are many software, cloud, and technology providers, but there's only one who brings it all together to move business forward. Software One. Because no one else can act on software and cloud intelligence like we do. End-to-end, side by side, building better outcomes. All in one. Software One.
And now it's time to welcome the senior players of your 2024 Marquette Golden Eagles.
Players don't sign up for change. This young man walked into coach's office after a couple days with workouts, was just kind of trying to figure his way out of what he wanted to do, and he asked coach if he could take the day to figure out if he was going to stay here or go in the transfer portal. Coach was very honest with him. We think you have a chance to be a really good player, but we need you to be all in. He texted me and just said all in. From that point on, he's done an incredible job of that.
I felt like I had more to prove, and I felt like I had more growth in my game. I wanted to take this summer, keep working, keep getting better, come back, and I think we have unfinished business here.
He's unique on both ends of the floor. He's the most unique player I've ever coached. He's the most unselfish of the great players that I've ever coached. But when you're an all-conference player, when you're a guy talked about to be picked in the next NBA draft, and you have that level of selflessness to you, that's special. I don't know if I'll ever coach a guy that has the unique combination of personality traits, interpersonal traits, and basketball traits that he has. Because he transcends position, and he's been terrific.
Thank you, Oso Ighodaro.
Love my teammates, I love my coaches, I love my family, that's all I can say.
Tyler Kolek, star of the night.
To Middlesex Magic guard, Tyler Kolek.
All Cumberland native and St. George's product, Tyler Kolek.
It's unbelievable, just so proud of everything he's done this year and all the way through it.
To Jones for number 18,
confidence. I feel like confidence is the biggest thing that anybody can have to improve themselves as a player and as a person.
The great things about Tyler, when you watch him play, he has a good feel for what the game needs.
He completely orchestrated everything that we did. There's no perfect way to guard him in a pick and roll, so he's seen it all.
We know each other as players. You know, we're hanging out every day. We're on the floor every day, so we know what each other's capable of.
Kolek picks out this kid. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm just grateful. I mean, you know, it's been a long journey in basketball, and you know, everything that I've been through leading up to this point has brought me here. And you know, I'm grateful for the Marquette community. I'm grateful for my coaches for giving me this opportunity, and I'm looking to keep it going.
Tyler Kolek, our second senior player honored tonight, joined the program in 2021-22.
It's unbelievable how fast time's going. It seems like Tyler just got here. We're just so appreciative of all the fans and the coaches and his teammates. It's amazing. Coach Smart and everyone on the coaching staff just made him feel so comfortable and welcome, and it made the transition easy, just being part of the university and the relationships that he's built here. You're not going to get better people than at Marquette, better coaches, people that care about you through the ups and the downs. And there's no better support staff and no place that anyone cares more about you than Marquette. It's just everybody. It's an unbelievable place, and we're so grateful that we could be a part of it.
Recently, senior night, always a special time, always an emotional time.
Absolutely. It always comes faster than you think.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get out there before the game, and those guys are being honored, and there's a lot of emotions. So I'm really thankful for our senior group, not just Tyler and Oso, but our our managers.
Mm-hmm.
We got a special group of guys that have supported this program so well, and hate to see him go.
I think that's great that you mentioned those guys, Shaka, because yeah, the spotlight's always on Tyler, and also senior managers, they do so much behind the scenes. And I liked what you had said previously, where these guys have done such a good job for you. Previously, that wasn't so much the case. You had to change the culture even with the senior managers and kind of get them to buy in, so to speak.
Well, you know, every coach says, well, I got to change the culture, and we got to, you know, coaches love to point at, you know, things that they made better.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make them better in any way. These guys have grown and matured. When I first got here, I felt like there was just too much entitlement in this building, including our managers. I'm a big proponent of appreciation high, entitlement low. These guys, Caden, Ryan, Jack, and Joe, they've been nothing short of phenomenal. You're talking about 4 highly intelligent guys. You know, hopefully we'll have a reunion for this team because we're able to go do something special in many years. And when those guys come back, they're going to be CEOs of companies. They're going to be very, very successful family men. And I'm just grateful for everything that they've done to contribute to our program.
Inside Marquette Basketball is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
After a serious injury, you'll need an experienced team on your side. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of Marquette Athletics. One call, that's all.
Golden Eagles fans, open a Marquette checking account and score perks like a $50 opening bonus, free ATMs nationwide, and your very own Golden Eagles debit card. Rep the blue and gold everywhere. Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, the official bank of Marquette University.
We live for the moments that move us. The big ones, the small ones, the ones that light up our hearts. At Aurora Healthcare, our heart and vascular team is trusted to make more moments possible. With breakthrough treatments only found here and the region's top-ranked heart program, we're the first choice of referring physicians and patients. Enjoy more moments that move you with Wisconsin's #1 heart care.
Inside Marquette Basketball is presented by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank, the official banking partner of Marquette University. Aurora Healthcare, helping you to live fully. And by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Final segment of Inside Marquette Basketball with the head coach of the Golden Eagles, Shaka Smart. And Shaka, NCAA tournament, a lot of times you play an opponent you don't know a ton about. So how much do you appreciate your staff? How much do you grind film until the wee hours of the morning? And is it unscouted looks, or is it basically, hey, you run what got you to the dance, so to speak?
We used to just be fanatical about that. I mean, we'd stay up on Selection Sunday until, 2 in the morning watching tape. But, we don't play till Friday. And there's no awards given for who watches the most tape on Sunday night. So we've evolved a lot. Obviously, we're prepared for Western Kentucky. But more importantly, it's about being the best us. And being very, very intentional about what that means culturally, how we act, interact, and respond as a team, what that means on the defensive end, and what that means on the offensive end. Certainly the other team and how they play and what they do is something to be prepared for, but it's more about we're coaching a team, but we're also coaching players who are people. And so that's way more important than having our heads in our computers watching a bunch of film.
Final thing as we kind of wrap this thing up is that whole one and done mentality. You've been through it before, but how do you get across to a young person, like, just because you get off to a hot start doesn't mean you have the game won. Just because you go through a funk, and it's a game of momentum and swings and things like that, just because you have a bad stretch doesn't mean you can't pull the game out. And just the whole mentality of you can't panic, but you do have to go through certain things in that 40 minutes.
Well, I told the guys before the Big East tournament, we're about to go play 2 single elimination tournaments. Big East tournament's a single elimination tournament. The NCAA tournament is. So we got good experience in New York, and we also have good experience from last year's NCAA tournament, last year's Big East tournament, being in a single elimination setting. The game is long. You can get up, you can be down, there's going to be runs. We have learned a lot through the course of this year. We can come back being down. We can have a lead and lose it. We were up 20 at Villanova. We were up 17 the other day against Providence. They cut the lead down to 2. And so you just got to keep playing. And our focus is the 4-minute round that we're currently in. If we can go win that, we put ourselves in better position to win the game.
I've been in the arena. I've never been on the floor. How special is it to be in that moment? Because everybody seems to focus on March Madness, college basketball, what's going on right now this time of the year.
It's incredibly special. But what we've told our guys is heading down to Indy, we want to focus on trying to win a 4-team tournament. It's actually 5 because there's a play-in for 2 of the teams. But for us, if you're in a 4-team tournament, it's a lot more bite-sized. You're not worrying about 68 teams. We've got one opponent on Friday. If we're fortunate enough to win, we'll play again on Sunday. And if you can win that 4-team tournament, then you get the opportunity to advance to another one.
Shaka, thanks for the opportunity on this show. Best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you, Lance.
All right, Shaka Smart right here on Inside Marquette Basketball.
Step into the ring with me for a minute. Every jab, every hook, every shot taken, we grow stronger. We step into battle with a hunger only satisfied by victory. It's a fight where only the strong survive. Where the will to succeed outweighs the fear of failure. In the face of adversity, we rise, we fight, we conquer. The court is our canvas, and basketball is our art form. Every pass, every shot, every play is a masterpiece in motion. In the ring, there are no shortcuts, no easy path. It's a relentless commitment to our process. To us, the postseason isn't a destination, it's a proving ground. It's where dreams become reality and where champions emerge. I shouldn't even be here, but I'm still breathing. So to those who doubt, to those who question our resolve, remember this. The fight isn't over until the final buzzer sounds. Until victory is ours to claim. Until all you can hear is a chance of 3 words. We are Marquette.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,